What up, everybody? It's your brother New Breed coming through with another live stream. Hey, yo, the media is savage. They out here working their studio magic, man. Doing a lot of sleight of the hand. The smoke and mirrors are in place, and the mass majority gonna fall for the lies. The prince of the airwaves gonna have people lost. See, only a remnant of people can really see. It's not too many people who have discernment, not too many people who think outside the social confines of this purgatory that we dwell in. And yo, I'm going to point out some things that are rather obvious, but unfortunately, a lot of people still won't be able to see. I know a lot of you all watching this evening, y'all probably got eyes. You know, the mass majority will be given over to a strong delusion that they will believe lies. And it will lead them to emotionalism. It will lead them to do whatever the media wants them to do, technically, because that's what it's about, man. It's all about control. A lot of people are like sheep out here. And whatever the news plays, whatever mainstream media tells them, they believe it. Now, we have this massive historical moment where everybody's believing that Donald Trump was grazed across the ear by a bullet in an assassination attempt. Now, of course, the mainstream media is going to win this battle. And they're going to fool the people they're supposed to fool. They're going to indoctrinate the people that they're supposed to reach. And the remnant is still going to be able to see. You know, it's amazing how we can break these things down so easily. Now, I want to play this video of the said event that took place. And I want y'all to pay attention. Some of you all are going to catch it. If not, I'm going to narrate. And I'm going to break this down what you're actually looking at. Right? All right, peep this.
You see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Now, let's rewind that.
Something that said, take a look at what happened. Please see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Now, I want you to realize that there's no cameras behind Mr. Trump. There's no cameras on the side of Mr. Trump on the angle where the bullet supposedly hit him. But only these people behind him who react. Now, we don't know who these people are. They can be part of the elite brotherhood. We don't know these people. We don't know their bloodlines, you know. We don't know who the hell they are, but they're on TV and they're set up to be right there. They could be hired actors, far as we know, but they're meant to be behind Donald Trump. And what I want you to notice is nobody actually seen a bullet hit Donald Trump, except for those said people that are behind Donald Trump. Nobody else seen a bullet hit him. Matter of fact, if you noticed,
Something that said, take a look at what happened.
if you notice, Donald Trump swipes at his ear as if he got bit by a mosquito, as if a fly hit him, or as if he was signaling. Now, I want you to also notice that he got down and he was rushed by alleged Secret Service members. Now, nobody's seen any blood on Donald Trump except for these people behind him until these alleged bullets came, right? Or until he hit the ground and these alleged Secret Service agents corralled him. Who's to say they didn't set fake blood on his head? I mean, there's no camera angle showing a bullet hit Donald Trump. Let me show you again.
That said, take a look at what happened.
Even when he grabbed his hand, I'm going to do something for y'all. I'm going to slow this down some. When the so-called bullet hit and he grabbed his hand, did we see any blood? I'm going to slow this down for y'all. Peep this. I'm going to do two things. Number one, I'm going to slow this down. Number two, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Well, it won't let me zoom in, but what I could do is make the screen bigger. Now, that's what I want y'all to pay attention to. Did we see any blood on his hand as he grabbed?
Something that said, take a look what happened.
His hand is naked. No blood. You didn't see no debris. You didn't see no hair. You didn't see a piece of his hat fly off. You didn't see any bullet fragments. Ladies and gentlemen, you didn't see any of that. His hand has zero blood. Squeaky clean. Now let's go back.
Take a look what happened.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, do you see how easy this is? Now, take it from an individual who's worked in the firearm industry for a number of years. When a bullet strikes you, grazes you, there's going to be some sort of the debris. There's going to be some type of fragments that are coming off this man's head. Do you understand this? And what we're seeing is a clean hand. It looks like a signal. Who's to say that these so-called agents didn't place fake blood on him? We just don't know. And I'm only speculating. I know a lot of people, they believe I'm just a conspiracy theorist, when in actuality, I just have the eyes to see. And the Most High has blessed me with the ability to discern. And initially, soon as I covered this story, it did not seem right, did not seem real. And I want you to pay attention again to the people behind Donald Trump, all of their expressions, since they're the only ones who could have seen anything hit him. Now, mind you, in order for a bullet to hit him at that angle, with his head turned, the bullet would have had to be coming from that direction. I repeat, the only way a bullet could have hit Trump on that side is if the bullet came from that direction, because his head is pointed towards the right the entire time. Now I want you to look at these people's faces. Hold on, we don't have to slow it down right now. But first of all, I don't know if y'all can see my arrow. Just look at this dude with the Joe Biden, you're fired with the sunglasses. He just looked like a shield, right? And then you got a little kid with a Donald Trump hat on. He looked just like Donald Trump, right? Look at the ladies. They all, they all look a certain way. A lot of sunglasses. There's a lot of sunglasses out there. Why? Because you can't hide bad acting. So some individuals have to have sunglasses on. Now I want y'all to pay attention to that. Truth rises, absolutely. This is a military tribunal operation, and they're getting ready for something. And they're just trying to really generate public outrage to create some type of civil war, right? But peep this. Hold on, let me see if I can speed this back up to normal and just look at everybody's response, right?
Take a look at what happened.
Now notice, if these bullets are hitting Trump on that side where he grabbed his ear, if it came from the side where he grabbed his ear, why are the people not ducking before Trump? Because the bullets will be flying from their direction. Or why are any of them not hit? Where is this bullet coming from? And if you look, I want you to look at the direction everybody's head is pointing. So wherever this noise is coming from, it's coming from, it looks like in front of them somewhere, right? Just look at the acting in this, y'all. This one dude up here that looked like Carlos Santana, he didn't bust a move at all. Carlos Santana over there with the top hat didn't move at all. Look. Now, I want you to notice how long he was on the ground for, at least 20 to 30 seconds. Anybody could have slapped fake blood on him. Anything could have happened. The blood packet could have been under the hat. Exactly. Congregation of the Mighty. One angle they want to show. It doesn't make sense. He grabs his ear. We slowed the footage down. Y'all seen that his hand was clean. There was no blood. There was no debris. Nothing fell off of him. I mean, this looks worse than some WWE pyro tactics. I'm just not buying this. And then you got to understand, if you hit with the velocity of a bullet on your ear, even grazed by an assault rifle bullet, you've got to understand it's going to be more than just this.
Just said, take a look at what happened.
Listen, I done been stung by bees and hit, hit with mosquito bites and slap harder than that. It ain't adding up. It just ain't adding up. It ain't making no sense, y'all. Okay, so now look, the people were looking. Now it's just, now understand. I get it. People are going to be disoriented if shots rang out. But I want you to look at the people on the upper left-hand corner. The people on the upper left-hand corner seem to be looking upward. But the people who were directly behind them was looking to the side, looking in front of them, as if they could see something happening, some melee happening in front of them. So where are these shots coming from? Is it coming from behind them or in front of them? Just something I noticed, very interesting. The dude that looked like Carlos Santana, is holding a looks like a newspaper. He haven't budged yet.
Move his hair. Hold. When you're ready. On you. Ready. Move. Move. Go.
Now, Trump gets up. Now you see blood on his. Now you see the blood on his ear. They catching photos right at the right moment to catch him with his fists in the air saying, fight, fight, fight. After he's been on the ground for 30 seconds with all these men corralling him, then he comes up with blood on his ear. But when he was allegedly hit and grabbed his ear, you didn't see no blood. You didn't see blood until he was on the ground for 30 seconds with a bunch of people around him. They could have done makeup in that time. It just don't seem right. It don't seem right to me. And it's more updates as we speak on this event. And, you know, we're going to get there. I want to say this. I already know what the agenda is with all of this. Some are probably wondering, why would they stage such a thing? Well, it's problem, reaction, solution. It's the same thing they've been doing. What they're attempting to do is cause civil unrest, more distrust for the government. And the same way they're trying to point the finger towards the left, what they're trying to do is divide the country the same way the Democrats and Republicans are divided. They want people engaged in voting. This is publicity for Trump. He is a surefire winner at this point to be our next president. There's no doubt about that. We're talking about a president getting shot, allegedly getting shot, an assassination attempt during election. Come on now. Come on now. This is made for TV.
See something that said, take a look at what happened.
And yes, Project 2025 is the goal, which is going to strip away more rights. More stringent rules and regulations are going to be on the table. They're trying to make Donald Trump some type of messiah figure. And now you got people running around believing that the only hope for America is Donald Trump at this point. That's how they thinking now.
Something that said, take a look at what happened.
And they claim casualties. They claim casualties been hit. They claim that people lost their lives. It could have happened. It could have been, you know, casualties of war. It could have been sacrifices for the greater good of the agenda. Or they could be lying. Do you understand? Because for the life of me, I don't understand how the shooter. Let's count the shots. First of all, let's count the shots. Let's go back one more time and count the shots.
That said, take a look at what happened.
Yo, I heard 10 shots. I heard 10 shots. So you telling me out of 10 shots, one nick in the ear, that somebody said 11. I counted 10. It was 10 or 11 shots, right? Here's the point I'm trying to make. At what shot did he hit Trump's ear? Watch this. That he allegedly hit Trump's ear. See, this is going to be some common sense stuff here. Watch. At what shot did he hit his ear? Watch this.
What happened?
That sounded like the first shot. where he grabbed his head. Look, y'all.
They see something that said, take a look at what happened.
No blood on his hand, no nothing. And he was late. Bullets don't take that long to travel, y'all. Yo, this is so fake, yo. It's like 100% trash. This is like Tubi movie. Like this is like Tubi Tube. Nah, man. Man, y'all ain't trying to hear me, man. Hold on, look. Let me go back. Look.
Really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
All right, let's just say hypothetically it's the second shot. He let off. So let me get this right. It's the second shot, right? And you telling me the dude proceeds to let off 9 more shots. I want you to wrap your mind around what I'm saying. The shooter proceeds to let off 9 more rounds. And he does not hit Trump in the torso region, the head, the stomach, arm, nothing. But they're trying to tell us there's an innocent bystander that was wiped out. How? So we get a video of an eyewitness saying that we seen the shooter, Spider-Man, climbing up a wall with an AR, where they tried to warn the Secret Service and local law enforcement that was involved that, hey, somebody's climbing up the wall. Y'all need to look at this Spider-Man climbing up the wall or ladder or however hell he's climbing with an AR, right? This is what we're supposed to believe, right? And you mean to tell me this individual who can do all of that, right? Climb up a wall with an AR, can't even aim 12 bullets from an assault rifle? If you landed the first 2 shots with nicking the ear, like, yo, you hit the ear, the head is next. Or you hitting somebody behind Donald Trump. Do you realize if he was shooting at Trump and he was able to hit his ear, man, y'all not listening to me. Yeah, y'all listen. Y'all see what's going on. Or let's say the shooter is coming from behind the people and they only see the bullet coming because, you know, you had some people on the upper left hand corner that was standing looking to the left. So let's say he climbed up that way. You still telling me he missed the rest of the 9 bullets? He missed 9 bullets. Look, peep this, man. This is wild.
Really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Mosquito bite. So let me get this right. After Trump dropped down, what was he shooting at? After Trump hit the ground, Secret Service corralled him. Where was the shooter shooting? Was he just shooting random people? Like, what's going on here?
It said,
and why we have no camera angles of any of that?
take a look at what happened.
So y'all see those people in the upper left-hand corner. By show of ones, y'all can see my mouse on the screen. I don't know if y'all can see it. I know I can. But I'm circling these people. On the upper left hand, they're looking towards the left. So if the bullets went from that angle, right? He hit Trump's ear. So the way those bullets would have to fly would either he hit somebody behind Trump or in front of Trump. You don't see nobody in the front row dropping. You don't look, the people who got the cameras up front. All right, so y'all can see. So the people who got the cameras at front, if he would have kept firing shots, so if you see my arrow, the range of the bullet would have went right here. Look. The range of the bullet would have went right around here. It would have hit somebody. Look, the bullet hit Trump here. Boom. The bullets would have flew down this way. These people down here on this front row would have been lit up with those 9 bullets. Somebody would have got hit. Or y'all can't see the arrow. All right. I wish there was a way I can do this. Yeah, that kind of sucks. Let me see. Okay, 2 arrows. So let me see it. Let me see if there's a way I can. Damn, I wish I can explain this to y'all. Ah, man. All right, let me try this. So you do see the cursor. We seen the cursor. Anyway, the people in the front row would have been lit up. But you don't see the people who holding the cameras in the front turning to the right-hand side saying, damn, we got to get down. We getting shot. Bullets are flying. Bullets are raining in. I'm telling you. Somebody said, Newbury, you might have to screenshot and draw the arrows. Right. Well, I'm not going to do all that right now. Some of y'all can kind of comprehend what I'm trying to say here. It's fake, 100% staged. Now we got some more. Got some more footage here. This is just wild.
Let's go to Aaron Katursky now, our senior investigative correspondent, because Aaron, I understand there was a photo, a potential photo of the shooter. Do we have that yet, or is there confirmation that it is in fact the shooter?
Well, the photo is from Getty Images, and law enforcement sources who have seen it tell ABC News that it does appear to be the shooter.
All right, so now we to believe, okay, now we getting a better angle at that left-hand corner I was talking about. All right, so now we get a better angle at that left-hand corner. So that left-hand corner right there, that's how far the shooter was up. That's not very far at all. Like, I'm telling y'all, anybody in the Secret Service should have been able to see that. You see how they can just look right up? It's no way. Yo, it's no way this is real, y'all. You telling me the Secret Service allow somebody to climb up? That's like a container or something. That's like the size of a container. So he just climbed up there, right? In front of everybody. It's not even that, the wall is not even that far from them. That gotta be like, I don't know, 30 feet tops. They gotta be 30 to 40 feet away tops, y'all. So you telling me somebody just climbed up this wall with an AR, stood behind the stage, and just shot 11 bullets? It's crazy. Yo, it's crazy. Yo, it's so dumb, yo. It's just no way. It's just no way. All right, let's go.
Who have seen it tell ABC News that it does appear to be the shooter. So they are taking a...
So the shooter just laid up there after he got his, you know what I'm saying, muffin cap peeled back. He just up there laying up there, right? Yo, that's like a 20-foot climb. Know what I'm saying? It's like 30 feet away. How the hell did that even happen? But the whole world, no matter what I show you all, the mass majority are going to believe this. And no matter what I say, you know, the world is gonna believe what they gonna believe. But I gotta do my part for people who can see, people who don't want to fall for the charades out here.
Look at this image again from Getty Images, and they are under the working suspicion that this is in fact going to be the shooter. Now, as Pierre notes, they still have not shared a specific identity. They undoubtedly have a name that they're working with, scouring his background, talking to any known acquaintances or family
and Aaron,
members.
I don't mean to
get a
interrupt
fuller
you. I
picture.
just want to make clear to our viewers, because as you started speaking, there was a different photograph, but the photograph right now that is on the screen is the photograph that you were talking about. And once again, Aaron, if you can just describe what law enforcement sources are saying about this particular picture.
Yeah, the image comes from Getty Images, and it's being scrutinized by law enforcement officials now. But their working suspicion is that this appears to be the shooter. They have not released an identity. So,
Yo, why are they taking so long to release the identity of this shooter? I know that this happened like a couple hours ago. Now, normally anybody on a status of a presidential candidate and former president gets shot, you're going to know who the shooter is almost immediately. It's like they're coming up with a story. You know, I'm pretty sure they got already something they got chalked up, but this is crazy, man.
they don't know for sure, but that is a working belief now of law enforcement officials that this image from Getty Images does in fact capture the person who may have tried to assassinate former President Trump at his rally earlier this evening in Pennsylvania.
Aaron Katersky, thank you. We're going to leave the picture up on the screen and go back to Pierre Thomas, because Pierre, I knew you've been talking to your law enforcement sources. This gives us a clearer picture of what we're dealing with. Again, we were hearing over the course through your reporting and others that the shooter was on.
So now we got another name. True for that says they claim they did. His name supposedly Thomas Matthews, age 20. Let me look this up real quick. Thomas Matthews, age 20. They talking about a 20-year-old doing this? Let me see. I don't see that. I don't see that name connected to anything with Trump at all. Nowhere on the news. I don't see it. Let me see what ABC News talking about. Nah, I'm not seeing that name. I don't know where you gathered that. Somebody said, Bree, do you want me to send the picture through email? Yeah, I thought it was this Violet dude. Like, yo, the media's playing games. The thing is fake anyway. Y'all just seen this fake ass shooting.
On a rooftop in a perched location 200 to 300 yards away from the venue, from the president. What does this tell us from your sources in terms of how this event played out and what this individual was able to do?
Well, what I can tell you for a fact, that image that we have up on the screen right now is being circulated by
Thomas Matthews Crooks. I did see that name, but I didn't see it. Let me see. I ain't see it connected to Trump, but let me look it back up. Thomas Matthews Crook. Yo, are y'all just making up names, yo? Okay, it says Thomas Matthew Crooks ID'd as gunman. Hold on, no. My bad. Hold up. I don't think he's trolling. Yep. I think we have more information on the shooter. Here you go. We got live updates. I'm going to read up on that article. Let me just finish playing this through.
By law enforcement. They have that image from Getty. They are circulating it. The operating assumption is that it was likely the shooter. This information, this image is being passed around through various law enforcement agencies for their evaluation. That image that we are looking at is an image that...
Y'all notice these presidential assassins always have similar names. You got your John Wilkes Booth, Thomas Matthew Crooks. It's like you got two Bible characters with crooks as the gunmen. It's like they be having these damn generic names, bro.
That law enforcement has. They have control of the image. They are using the image to study it closely, obviously, and build from there. The other thing I can tell you is that...
Now, I just don't know any 20-year-old white guy that would try to mollywop Donald Trump. That's just out of pocket. It just seems strange, right? Anyway, let's go.
This investigation now is of the highest priority. The FBI director directly involved in this case. And because from this particular shooting incident, it affects the entire threat environment, which we already said earlier was extremely elevated. People have been warning for weeks and months that the rhetoric in this country had produced a spike in political threats that no one can remember seeing in recent memory, period, full stop. The AG, very concerned about it from my reporting. The FBI director speaking over and over about his concerns about this particular moment. So right now, law enforcement across the country, we have a statement from the police here in Washington, D.C. A source just reached out saying that they will elevate security in Washington.
I just can't get over how that shooter climbed on that nearby roof. It says nearby roof, nearby building. It's very nearby. I mean, how could a Secret Service agent not see this man climbing up this wall, bro? That's crazy. So we got some exclusive information here. Thomas Matthew Crooks, ID'd as gunman who shot Trump during PA rally. Exclusive breaking news, exclusive breaking news. The gunman who attempted to assassinate former President Donald Trump Saturday was identified as 20-year-old Thomas Matthews Crooks. Sources told the Post, Crooks of Bethel Park, PA, squeezed off shots, one of which grazed Trump in the ear at an outdoor rally in Butler, just outside Pittsburgh. Well, this is graphic, so I'm not going to show too much of that. But look, there you go. Donald Trump standing with a fist up, looking victorious. He looks damn right heroic. So they're saying a 20-year-old did this. He was killed by Secret Service snipers. An AR style rifle was later recovered. Bethel Park in Village, 40 miles south of where the Butler rally was held. While Crooks fired on the presumptive Republican president nominee is unclear. So we don't have a motive. I guess they're gonna claim he's acting alone. Very, very interesting. We have no motive. I guess they're gonna check all his social media to see if he was some kind of left-wing extremist or whatever the case is, but here you have it. Very interesting stuff going on. 20-year-old. This is official. All right, somebody said they got the picture of Thomas because the picture has not been released. Not a picture with his head hanging open, but, you know, a regular picture. Somebody said I sent it to you through your email. All right, give me a moment. Let me see if I can pull that picture up so y'all can see. Oh nah, you sending pictures of him laid out. But okay, I see the other picture. Wow. This is who they claiming? Oh man, this is getting crazy. Cause he looks like he may be he may have autism or something. I don't know. He looked like he may have mental retardation or something. I'm gonna show y'all. Hold on, give me a moment. And this is the alleged shooter right here. No motive. See these type of people right here are easy fall guys. No motive, probably got a history of mental illness. You know what I'm saying? Just somebody that they can get rid of. And you ain't gonna think twice about it. Meanwhile, Trump gains all the votes, all the, you know what I'm saying? All the attention for the election. And you got a clear scapegoat. And he looks like he may have Down syndrome, but how can somebody, and he looks fragile. He looks fragile. So we're to believe that he climbed up that building wielding an AR-15, got on the roof and tried to assassinate the president. Like, what is going on in America? Now, the person who sent me the email, there's multiple pictures that he sent. One of them is the same guy, but I can't show this because it looks like something off of Faces of Death with his head busted wide open. It's the same. It looks like the same guy with his head laying open. But I will show you this image here of the building. Where the nearby building where he climbed. I will show y'all that so you can get a better angle of what happened here. So this looks to be the building right here in this spot right here. And I think this is what we seeing on the news. Although, did I zoom in too far? And I'm guessing the rally was held somewhere in front of this building. Yep. So there you have it. I'm gonna see if I can find this guy somewhere else, Thomas Matthew Crooks, once again to see if we can get more pictures of him, just to make sure. Because I mean, what's the motive? Now I'm gonna tell you, sometimes they juice these people up. They have them in labs, be giving them all kind of shock therapy, shock treatment, and they let them know what their mission is, and they go somewhere to be killed as a sacrifice, just to keep the narrative going, the agenda going. Yeah, he's definitely ID'd as the shooter. Here, New York Post just picked it up. The FBI yet to identify motive behind Thomas Matthews Crooks, but that's who they going to, y'all. somebody who's probably given away by his family and everything else. It says Crooks. I'm going to the Henson Times. It says Crooks was planted on a roof of a manufacturing plant more than 130 yards away. 130 yards. It sounds pretty far. That sounds like a football field and a half. I'm not believing that boy was shooting that far, honestly. It says yards away from the stage at Butler Farm Showgrounds, New York Post reported city sources. FBI special agent in charge, Kevin Rojek, said it was surprising the shooter was able to fire several shots. Post reported. Yeah, it should be surprising that he was able to climb up there and fire all those shots. Republican Party officials said in a statement shortly after the incident that Trump is doing well. So, yep, they did the same thing with the somebody said Crooks, like the Lassane Paris Crooks. Yeah, that's like the Tupac that name Crooks. They used that with his character. There ain't nothing new under the sun. Trump just pulled a Machiavelli, and he definitely about to be the president. And it brings you to the scriptures when it talks about the beast taking a deadly wound. A lot of people are running with that. You got a lot of Christians right now running with Trump is the Antichrist because he took a deadly wound and survived, a head wound, and survived. So, the Christians are going to run away with that, and they're going to say he the Antichrist. And then you got some people believing he's a Messiah. They're not relying on the Most High no more. They're not relying on Christ or keeping the commandments. They like, look, Trump is our savior. He's the only hope for us. That's a lot of people gonna think like that. Loving Dean says, I have a cousin who's an FBI agent and we both in PA, but obviously as a civilian, I'm not allowed to be told anything about his work. Right. Yeah, Project 2025. For those who don't know what that is, I'm just going to share it with y'all real quick because that's the agenda. Project 2025. And I spoke about this some days ago, actually, in a previous video. I'm going to share more with y'all. Let's see. Project 2025. This thing is about to come true. We talking about a fascist takeover. And you got the news trying to figure out who's behind 2025. Let's see if I can pull this up. Let me see. There we go. Just a quick rundown on what this is about. When you hear people saying Project 2020.
In the past few days, we've had viewers asking us about something called Project 2025. It's a plan that could dramatically change the United States government if it's enacted.
12 News journalist William Pitts is breaking down what it would do and where Project 2025 came from.
What is Project 2025? Basically, it's a 900-page plan to overhaul the U.S. government for the next Republican president. It was developed by the Heritage Foundation, a conservative think tank. It has 4 areas: policy, personnel, training, and a playbook for the first 180 days.
It's almost like they knew it was going to be a Republican elected. And they've been working on Project 2025 since 2020. So it's like they set this event in place to ensure that it would be a Republican in office. It's like they knew already, y'all. I'm telling you, it's a stage.
About something called Project 2025. It's a plan that could dramatically change the United States government if it's enacted.
12 News journalist William Pitts is breaking down what it would do and where Project 2025 came from.
What is Project 2025?
For the person who says, you are listening to media junk, bro, come on, you reaching. Hey, Mossberg, you in here listening to me. Ain't that crazy? I'm listening to what's going on in the world right now because there was just an assassination attempt on a presidential candidate that never happened ever in history. And you talking about somebody reaching. Hold on, I got some news coming in. Let me block you real quick, get you out of here. I'm gonna take you out your misery real quick. Let's boot you on up out of here. Hold on, I got more news coming in the news desk here. And then we're gonna get into Project 2025. I think. Hold on. Let's see, we got Mossberg out of there. I see you would design the house. Hey, did you send it to my email? Or the did you send it to the email? You can confirm because that's what I'm using right now, so I can show everything on the screen.
25. Basically, it's a 900-page plan to overhaul the U.S. government for the next Republican president. It was developed by the Heritage Foundation, a conservative think tank. It has 4 areas: policy, personnel, training, and a playbook for the first 180 days to be written later. Now, policy is not exactly that surprising, though it definitely does come down on the hard right side of things. It's a conservative wish list. It deals with immigration, building a border wall. It does.
Hey, that wall is going to be to keep people in, not keep people out. That wall is to keep people in, not keep people out. Mark my words.
Does not ban abortion, but it does call for taking mifepristone off the market. It calls for a stronger military, but also removing diversity initiatives from the Pentagon and reinstating service members who were kicked out for not getting vaccinated against COVID. And it aims to defeat what it calls the woke agenda.
Now, all this sounds, not that bad, but it gets bizarre. Now, mind you, this thing is like, 100 and something pages, 90 something pages? It gets bizarre. See, on a surface level, these seem like conservative policies that most conservatives can stand behind. You know what I'm saying? But this is how they do. The damage already been done from COVID and all of that. The damage has already been done from the leftists. So now it's like they're coming in to rescue the day and make things conservative and, be on the right side of things. And it sounds good until you start really reading up on what they're trying to do, which is take away a lot of freedoms. And it says the woke agenda. Like, why are they demonizing the word woke? The thing is, that's a psyop in itself. To turn the word woke into something bad. We supposed to be woke. You know what I'm saying? What they want to sleep? And this is why a lot of Republicans want to hide our history. This is why they want to take slavery out of the school system and say that we were indentured servants. Anyway, it is what it is.
Personnel is where the big changes come in. Project 2025 would reclassify as many as 50,000 federal workers as political appointees who could all be fired on Inauguration Day. The plan is to train what the plan calls an army of loyal conservatives to take their place, and it creates a presidential personnel database of approved people. And there's a training program for prospective political appointees. It's free, and most classes are between 30 and 90 minutes, aiming to educate people on how to be government employees. So who's behind Project 2025? The conservative Heritage Foundation lists 3 people as in charge of the project. All 3 are former Trump administration officials, and some of the authors of the document are also Trump officials. Christopher Miller, Trump's secretary. I disagree with some of the things they're saying, and some.
Now, this is what I wanted y'all to hear. Trump saying that he don't know who made it, and he disagreed with some of the things they're saying. Because some of the things are just bizarre. It takes away freedoms. It's doing the same thing that's been happening. Listen to what he says. Now, Biden is saying you trying to hide your connections and allies with this project. Trump says, I know nothing about Project 2025. I have no idea who's behind it. I disagree with some of the things they're saying, and some of the things they're saying are absolutely ridiculous and abysmal. Anything they do, I wish them luck, but I have nothing to do with them.
I disagree with some of the things they're saying, and some of the things they're saying are absolutely ridiculous and abysmal. Anything they do, I wish them luck, but I have nothing to do with them. President Biden has made this a big issue the last few days, saying he's trying to hide his connections to his allies' extreme Project 2025 agenda. The only problem, it was written for him by those closest to him. Project 2025 should scare every single American. But remember, this is only a plan drawn up by a think tank. It's not a law, it's not a bill, it's not even an official Republican Party plan. And if most of this was put into effect, it would definitely face a lot of legal challenges.
Now, who's to say that these things will face legal challenges when you got assassination attempts? It takes all bets off the table. But anyway, I wanted to let me check this email real quick. I think I got more footage here. Yep. We got some videos of Thomas Crooks. We got more footage of the shooter. I mean, this guy looks I mean, this is just odd. This is odd. He doesn't look. I'm gonna share this with y'all. Hold on real quick. Hold up. Hold on. So this is the guy. No, it's not a law. The news just made it clear it's a think tank that came up with this 2025 agenda. But make no mistake about it. They do this a lot where they draw up these plans and then make it reality. So this is the guy. He looked like Edge from WWE wrestling, 20 years old. The guy who allegedly tried to murk former U.S. president. There's more pictures. Hold up real quick. We got. All right, here I got another picture for y'all. I mean, just why? What is his motive? That's what I want to know. Just why? This is the guy. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. So this is the fall guy. I believe it's staged, 100% fake. I'm not buying it. I know this story is going to be around for a while. I seen like 200,000 people watching live on CNBC earlier. This story is racking up millions of views. It went mega viral so far. So now the programming is in place at the moment to really pretty much brainwash the masses. But here you have it. The man who allegedly tried to assassinate Donald Trump, I believe it's all fake, 100% staged. He was a fall guy, Manchurian candidate, proxy. I ain't buying none of it. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, stay woke out here. You know what I'm saying? Stay plugged in with the scriptures. Follow the Most High. And take care of you and your family. But I'm putting it out there, what I'm thinking. I know that my opinion is quite different from a lot of people's. Us over here, all the people that I'm connected with, and the majority of my supporters as well, we kind of all see this thing the same. And I want to tell y'all, we're very few. It's very few of us who can see this. That, this is perhaps just fake. And not even perhaps, we know it's fake. Confidently, we know that this is not real. We know that anything aired on mainstream media has an agenda. And so, just shout out to y'all for being able to have the wisdom to know and not just jump on a bandwagon every time the news plays something. Shout out to y'all. Y'all have a safe evening. Y'all have a good one. Shalom and peace.